Let's talk ancestral work, venerating the ancestors, working with your ancestors. So many beginner witches seem to think that this is something that needs to be overcomplicated or is hard to do, or you need a lot of digging before you can start. No. If you are a spiritual person, a practitioner, whatever, I'm certain that you've had some kind of experience with spirit that may or may have not been somebody that you knew, loved the past. I'm also certain that you've talked to your deceased loved ones. So right there, already ancestral work. But how can you pay homage, work with them, have them help you navigate things a little more clear? Setting up an altar or a space for them is quite simple. Again, I take it you already have some sort of picture of them or something of theirs that you hold near and dear. It is very easy to make an ancestor altar. Picture, item, candle, something to hold water. You want to have the water because if you're going to actually work with them, that is something that will stand between you and them and let them know that you're open to working with them, receiving messages from them. Now, if you know things that they liked or things that they did and you can leave some sort of offering at the altar for them, great. But if all you do is sit there, refresh the little dish of water, bowl of water, cup of water, talk to them, light a candle, that's basic ancestor work. You can sit there, have a relationship with them just as if you did when they were alive. Yes, you can do digging on your ancestry and go back deeper and find other ancestors that maybe you didn't have a chance to know that you want to work with. However, you do want to go into this with the intentions that you are working with ancestors that would accept your offerings and accept this type of relationship. You don't want to call in, your great Aunt Martha, who was a devout Christian and would absolutely condemn you for doing anything like this, because chances are they're not going to be receptive to this process. But just sitting there with them, conversating, asking them for guidance, asking them for signs. If you want to help them with workings that you're doing, again, make sure you are thanking them and leaving an offering, maybe some flowers, maybe one of their favorite liqueurs or wine. Refresh that little thing of water because you'll notice it will go down. The candle you use could be any kind of candle. And always give thanks. Thanks for the path that they paved for you to be here, openly practicing, doing the things you love, doing the things you want to do. Because if there wasn't them, there'd be no you. And don't think you have to make some crazy sacrifice or some crazy obscene size altar. Simplicity, my love. They hear you. And if you call out to them and you pay respects, they will work with you. And if you're setting up an altar for the first time, make sure you are cleansing with smoke or sound or herbs before to clear out any stagnant energy. And from time to time, clean your altar. Don't let great grandma get crusty, musty, and dusty over there, because that's disrespectful. Some of my favorite herbs that I use for my ancestral work is mugwort and rosemary. I'm not going to show you my altar because it's very sacred to me. But however, I was fortunate that when my grandmother passed, there was a candle made with her obituary picture on it. So that is, it's a glass encasing that you could put a candle in, like a 7-day. So I have that on my altar. I have this little ivory elephant that she gave me. She had the big one, I had the little one. I also have a little angel that she used to keep above her television set. I have her obituary cards once in a while because I still have a little bag with her keys and her lipstick and her perfume in it. I go over and I spray a little perfume, and you know, I might dab her lipstick on my finger and put it on. Obviously that's extra. She loved lilacs, so anytime I'm able to get fresh ones, I'll place them on the altar. Anytime I go to work with my ancestors, I light the specific candle, I bring it over there, I speak to my ancestors and my grandmom, and I ask them for guidance and help. And one last tip for honoring your ancestors. Ever so often, even if it's not their birthday or holiday, maybe cook their favorite meal. And after you have served it, leave a little on the altar, just overnight, you know. Or if you see something of theirs that they loved out at the store, grab it, plop it on the altar, sit in front of the altar, maybe listen, play their favorite singer, songwriter. My grandmother was a huge Andrea Bocelli fan, so I like to play that. Also Josh Groban, she loved some Josh Groban. Treat the relationship like you would if they were still here, because their spirit very much is. But you don't have to overcomplicate it. Love on them the way you would love on them if they were still physically here. Call on them when you need them. Pay homage to them every time you walk by the altar. It's the little things. Blessed be, my darlings.